favorite nights of the whole year and most important nights is coming up soon, project graduation. And what a neat thing that we have that you all gave of your time, all four of you, to come and help me sell this event. And I have talked a little bit to folks about why I am so passionate, and it's because in a former school district, a group of students after graduation of my seniors were in a tragic automobile accident a decade or so ago. And once you have that happen, any way I can support a group of folks trying to do something safe and fun for young people who have just ended a huge phase of their life, their whole life up to, and then to be able to go the next morning on toward their next phase in a safe, healthy environment. And Dr. Seifert met with me earlier in the year because this takes an enormous, who would think a great big safe party would take so much work? It's part fundraising and just part pure organization and getting volunteers.
Well, it's a real ambitious project because it's for all of our graduating seniors, not just public school, but private school and homeschoolers too. And it's really an all-year project. We start in the summer organizing and getting on committees and knocking out different things that have to be done. But you're right, fundraising is a huge part of it because it's all driven by donations. We don't have any private organization that's helping fund this, so it's just donations.
And it is hugely fun and good, clean, and it's not, there's so much that it's gone into planning things that is not interesting necessarily to adults, but to get you all on this incredibly neat night after your graduation to come. I want to introduce these three great seniors, Leif Seifert, and he is going to Texas A&M next year. And Jared Lee is also going to that same great institution. I'm saying it publicly. Okay. And then Connor Huchton is going out of state to that pretty good university, Stanford, where your brother is. And that you're going to go help your parents take care of him, aren't you? Yeah. Well, these three great young men have given up their time. And have, Connor, you've already attended as a guest because you all get to take someone if you so desire, and that's neat. And so tell us about why it was a neat thing to do.
Well, it was just, there were so many, fun activities. There's food. There's tons of food.
So you put the activities and then the food. That's cool.
Both. They're equal. And then there's also, there's just a lot of fun stuff. There's all these inflatable, all those kind of fun stuff. There's prizes where, you just...
Nice prizes.
Great, amazing prizes. There's, cash prizes. There's TV. You can win like a TV. Or the year I went, you could win like a computer for lots of kids like win a computer for college. And it's awesome. It's just a lot of fun. And it's easy,
And it's here. I haven't been in a little while, but it's fast moving. Mm-hmm. You don't sit because young people, as a general rule, don't sit long, and so there's a lot to do. Mm-hmm. That if you don't like that particular activity, there's more
Definitely.
to do. I think it's so neat that a lot of parents, as well as soldiers from Goodfellow, talk about that, Dr. Seifert.
Oh, well, we have volunteers from everywhere. I mean, clearly senior parents are involved, but people from all over the community really help. The people from the base really help, with the police department helping. Just volunteers from everywhere, because it takes not just money, but time. To put this together
and run the activities and the food tables,
all the important stuff. Yeah, we have. There's games and inflatables. There's music. There's a DJ.
Where is this? We forgot to say.
The Spur Arena.
Wow, plenty of room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's good. I like that. And it starts when?
It's 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. and no one's allowed to come in after midnight. Once you come in, if you leave, you can't come back. But it's not a lock-in. You're allowed to leave. We just don't. If you're going to leave, you need to.
Could we just go on and say why, in case perhaps someone might not understand, if a young person or an adult left and tried to come back, they might have consumed something that they shouldn't?
Right. The whole purpose of this is to keep it safe and substance-free. And so once you're in, we'd like you to stay, and we'd like you to stay for the whole night. But if you choose to leave, I mean, we're not implying that you would be doing something you shouldn't, but we want to keep it safe and substance-free. And so the risks of kids leaving and then coming back having done something that we really don't need them to be doing with everybody else is, a little higher. So
they can leave and there's no questions
yeah, if you
asked.
want to
It's
leave, you just can't come back. Right.
Well, and that's understandable.
And you mentioned the guests too. I mean, all seniors are invited, but you may bring one guest between the ages of 15 and 19, and they have to be in high school. I mean, they can be homeschooled, but they have to be in high school, no college students.
Okay.
But it's nice. So if you have a really good friend who's a junior, they can come, which is nice.
And I think what is so lovely, I was concerned when I came that perhaps it would be for separate high schools. And you guys are used to being in some college classes you all are friends with kids that go to other schools. You know them, and that's a nice thing that you all can celebrate together. What would you say, Connor, was one of the neatest activities that you enjoyed doing, or more than one?
There's one that I remember. There was the one that comes to mind is the jousting.
Well, describe that.
It's hard to describe. It's like
you have big sticks.
Yeah, you have big sticks. It's like inflatable jousting. I guess.
Oh, okay, inflatable jousting.
So you get on two platforms, I guess, and you just it's not. It's
because
fun.
it's a safe event.
It's safe.
I'm happy.
And then there was a baseball a baseball throw where they said how fast you threw it, and there was volleyball. Everybody was playing volleyball. The year I went, there was a bubble machine of some kind. There was a lot of fun stuff. There was so many things. There was there was at least 10 activities.
And there'll be a hypnotist too. I don't know if there was one when you were there, but there's going to be a hypnotist too, which is fun.
And the food really is more than just chips and dips. It's an amazing.
It's food.
It's
Sandwiches
really
and pizza and
substantial.
food. Yes.
Yeah, I ate a lot. Yeah.
That would keep you going, give you plenty of
energy to
energy.
stay.
Absolutely, and I'm sure got some healthy components. What are you guys looking forward to, since you have not been, but you've heard about it? And Connor, you're a good salesman, by the way.
Honestly, I think the prizes are just enough reason to go. Giving out all kinds of stuff like iPads and computers and stuff I could definitely use in college, and I definitely do not want to buy on my own. So, yes, I think the prizes are easily
And
enough.
a lot of that's been donated, if not most of it, hasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. We're really fortunate about that. All of our prizes, or most of them, are donated. If they're not, with our fundraising, we're able to buy the others. But we're really lucky with that.
And are the seniors only eligible for the prizes, or are there guests too? Have you?
Wow, that is such a good question that I don't have the answer to.
Well, that was a curiosity.
I'm sort of thinking it's only the seniors, but I just don't want to swear on that.
Since these three guys
Yeah.
are seniors, that would be fair.
Yeah, I kind of think it's only the seniors.
I would
but
think maybe.
I'm not sure. No one's asked me that
And
question
you
before.
just give them out all evening long, don't you?
Yes, and you have to be present to win, so that's a good inducement
Certainly.
to stay till the end.
Well, I don't see any negatives here, guys.
No, there just are no negatives. No, none.
And even all of the events, from what I've heard from parents in the past, the parents are assigned to help run events like the events the activities, to work with the food, etc. So everybody's busy. and makes the time. Did the time go pretty fast
Yeah,
for
it definitely did. It definitely, yeah, it didn't feel like, whatever, 6 hours.
Yeah,
You didn't see many yawns?
0 yawns.
Oh, then that met the test.
At most 1 yawn.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you have left your school a better place. I know the activities, give us an idea just for our audience. Leif, you've been one of the mascots at Central.
Yes.
And 1 year or more.
Just this 1 year.
And I asked you prior, and you said you really enjoyed it. What I always worry about the heat. Did that ever just get tremendously oppressive?
In the beginning of the season, when it's still hot outside of the football games, it gets pretty toasty in there. But towards the end, the football season gets nice.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you did that. I know that there's some trade-offs about doing that. And what are some other things you participated in high school?
I was in NHS this year, and I was a student council officer also.
And both of those organizations, I would bet all three of you, our kids here do a lot of community service. I'm so impressed with that. I think if you can start young doing it, you realize how good it feels to do that. And there's something everybody can do, even if money is an issue. There's just giving of your time. Jared, what about you? Did you participate in?
I was also in NHS and student council as NHS vice president, and also played football and did track and all that other stuff too. But
Well, you all had a very successful year.
I didn't play this year in football, but
But it's been a good part to be a part of something like that.
oh yeah, definitely.
I believe that. What about you, Connor?
Well, just like they said, I was in NHS and student council. I'm in class government. I was the treasurer for the senior class.
Did y'all have any money?
I was really bored.
That's sort of a joke. Well, guys, I have observed all three. I know a lot about all three of you, and you're the kind of kid most of our audience hopes their kids hope to grow up to be. And we're going to be watching you as you contribute and as you go in this next phase. College is marvelous. You do need to go to class. And those very expensive books you need to open, which I know y'all are all such high academic students, you will do that, and I'm sort of teasing with you. We'll miss you, and we hope that you will I know you'll go to this party and know that it's the end of this phase, and now you're entering another exciting phase of your life. Thank you for what you've done for San Angelo. And thank you, Dr. Seifert, for these months and your efforts toward throwing a party for these very worthy kids.
Well, we just hope as many people come as can. I think it's going to be a great event, and they can get information on your website, the main homepage of the SAISD website. If they just in the top right corner, you can put a search and just project graduation, and it brings up a whole big sheet on information, and there's a link where you can download a registration form. They should have gotten registration forms at school, but in case they've lost those, you can, as parents, can download your own and fill it out, and if they register by the end of the week, it's only $15, and they get a t-shirt.
And a lot of kids went last year. I've heard that number. I want to say
Hundreds.
I want to say 1,500 or so.
It was a lot.
Because
it
we
really is, it's
have-
all inclusive. It's not just Central. So it's, Lakeview and the private schools and
You
middle
all
schoolers.
have, from both of our SAISD high schools, there'll be over 900, between 900 and 950 graduates. So that is a
lot.
very high representation of kids. So thank y'all for coming and telling our audience about this. And I hope this month of school goes fast. Stay safe. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.